Good morning, Morgan, and good morning to any of your friends that have joined in to watch the video. All right, well, this video is going to be the second part in our conversation about list comprehensions. Okay, and with that, let's get started with our reading. All right. Now how do you do this again? Oh, that's right. I want you to read out loud. Oh, I should probably say where. Start there. Come on. Come on.
If the expression is a tuple, e.g. the x, y, in the previous example, it must be parenthesized.
We're going to talk about what a tuple is a little bit later. Here's an example. We're creating a list. It's got 5 members. And then we go ahead and we take that list and we make some changes to it by taking whatever the value of x is and timesing it by itself. There's the result. Then we take this again, and we're only interested in the members that are not negative, so they're gone. And then we take that same list, the original list, and we use the absolute function to make everything positive. All right, because all this really does is if it's a positive number, it doesn't do anything, but if it's a negative number, it takes and flips the sign to positive. And then here we have a list with string data. All right, let's go ahead and listen to that. Come on.
For string data, the strip method returns a copy of the string by removing both the leading and the trailing characters based on the string argument passed.
Okay, all right. So what happens there? All right, well, what it's doing is it's, let's see, the banana. Okay, so it looks to me like what it's doing is it's taking all the blanks off of the ends. Okay, but what's more importantly is what is a tuple? So, what is a tuple? A tuple is, it's like, okay, so we've got 5 members here, and they all have this one value. In a tuple, each member has 2 values. It's kind of hard to explain. You just kind of have to use it to understand it. I actually have the definition here that I found somewhere else. This wasn't in the manual. Let's just go ahead and read it.
Tuples are used to store multiple items in a single variable. Hashtag tuple is one of 4 built-in data types in Python used to store hashtag collections of data. The other 3 are list, set, and dictionary. Hashtag all with different qualities and usage. Hashtag a tuple is a collection which is ordered and unchangeable.
Come on.
Hashtag.
You know what? I don't know why this machine is acting up this morning. Don't care. Maybe I'm running something in the background that I shouldn't. Anyway, so that's interesting. A tuple is its own little freaking object. I did not know that. So why is it in the list comprehension? All right. So here we're apparently this is how you create a tuple. All right. So here we're creating a tuple with the 2 values per member. All right. Let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different members, but they all have like an XY coordinate in there. All right. And you know what? Let's just go ahead and skip to the program. All right. All right, and we're in the code, and I've taken the examples from the manual, and I've placed them in the code. I'm going to go walk through the code very slowly so that you can pause the video and get an idea for what the code looks like that's going to generate the output that you're going to see and that we're going to go talk about in a little bit. And as you see, I've gone ahead and I have inserted a lot of documentation in here to kind of remind us of what a tuple is. I still don't really understand what it is. All right, maybe I should write a book about tuples. Maybe then I'll start to understand. All right, so we've got like 5 examples, okay, of creating these lists. All right, and let's go ahead and push the start button. Chugga, 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 chugga. Boom! Oh, look, it worked. All right. Okay, so we're going to sign off out of the code, and I'll see you again in the output. All right. All right, now we're almost done. Now here's the displays for the first example. Here, this is us creating the list Vic. There's us verifying that it's what we expect it to be. Here is the code for Vic2. I screwed up there. Let's just go on to the next one. Vic3, we're taking the input of Vic and we're doing this like we did in the book. I think what happened here is I didn't change the display of what's the command is here. Then we use the absolute and we get that value just like we talked about in the manual when we were reading the manual. Here in string 2, oh look, something happened. It didn't work. Or did it? Okay, I know what I'm doing here. I'm creating the list that we're going to use. Okay. Now here we go ahead. We use the strip command. I went ahead and left some text in here to explain that, and sure enough, boom! All the blank spaces at the ends disappear. Example 4, the tuple. We were creating this, I guess, tuple list tuple. I don't even know how to describe it. And we're taking we're just going through like one or going through a range of 6 numbers, starting at 0 to 5. And we're just timesing it by itself, and that's how you get to this output here. And then some silly advanced math stuff where, you know, you're going through range. But notice it starts at 1. Do you see that? And the reason is because if it tried to do this math with a 0, you'd get a 0. Okay? Because if you times what I'm saying is, I don't think you can round it to 0. Does that make sense? Anyway, I might have screwed that up. But you're young and you're smart. You'll figure out where I'm wrong, aren't you? Anyway, that's it for today's lesson, Princess. So try and have some fun and try not to get in too much trouble, all right? All right. See you soon.